What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. What's up, y'all? Hope everything is well. Mo, what's going on, bro?
Cooking with gasoline, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful day. Gina won't be on today.
90 degrees.
You never know where I'm at, bro. But it's a beautiful day. Rain, sleet, snow, shine, all of that. It's good.
Above the dirt.
What do you always say?
You answer roll call above the dirt. You're above the dirt.
There you go. So we're good. Dee Starks is having trouble signing in. You got to sign in through Facebook then, man.
Starks.
Today, man, we're trying to get Dee Starks. We love celebrating people, okay? And we love to support. So, Mo, I don't know if you knew, but the Dee Starks Show is going to celebrate their 100th show.
What?
The 100th show.
Dang.
What's going on, Felice? Felice be sporting that Dope Living hoodie, y'all. Y'all better get one. I'm telling you, boy. For real. Join the culture. Join the culture. Chris said he putting his wig on.
All right.
You're going to be Gina. That's right, Felice. Every day is a beautiful day. Most definitely. So we're trying to celebrate. They have, they've been doing the Dee Starks Show. It's on iHeartRadio, I think it is, and other platforms. And they're a show similar to ours, but they take it a notch up. All right. And they say some things that y'all won't let me say. You know, y'all won't let me say it, but it's cool. They pick up the mantle and they keep it moving. So Dee, you've been on here before, so you know how you got to do, man. Come through the Facebook. You've been on here before.
Depends on if you got an iPhone. He trying to do it on iPhone. You know how they go.
I don't know. He might be trying to do it on.
If you got an iPhone, you gotta go on to the actual default browser. You gotta copy the link from StreamYard. And once you copy the link from StreamYard, you go to your default browser, paste it in there, and then log on.
So there it is, Dee Starks. Let's see, I got a message that came in 2 minutes ago. It said, but we're going to still talk about it. You know, I can't sign in through YouTube. Don't use YouTube, bruh.
No, gotta use your phone. Phone or laptop.
Or try LinkedIn. I don't, you know. But you got to use your phone. Right, Mo?
Yeah. You're going to have to use his phone or desktop or laptop.
Yeah, I think he has Jordan, one of his cast that's coming on as well. Guys, you gotta, and Jordan has been on here before too. You got, do I need to pull up the rerun, the repeat? Because both of you guys have been on here, man. So Y'all know how to get on here. They trying to do it a special way though. But that's okay. Man, again, we love to celebrate people, especially when they're doing good. We want to find out, what their journey was, where they started, where they came from, and how they ended up where they're at now. 100 shows, right? We are almost at 1,000. And I'm not saying that to overshadow what he's doing, because we've been on a lot longer than he has, but we are almost at we say it every day anyway. We are almost at 1,000 shows. I got to re-verify the number because I forgot. I know it was 950 something the last time I said it. So we got about roughly 40 something shows to go. We'll be all right. We're gonna be all right. Hey Mo, you gotta the class, our high school class. We and I went to the last one, man. They met up at forgot where it was. They met up somewhere, and it was good to see those people, man. It was good to see them. So what I'm going to suggest to them, if some of them are watching, is that we do it in different states, so that people that are in these different states can come and hang out with them, even if it's for an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just hang.
Just kind of giving a shout out to the class.
Yeah. Let me get a little comfortable here, man. Cool. While I show off some old school dope living.
Well,
we made this shirt back
air
when
conditioner on free zone, so frozen.
We made this shirt here, the Dope Lives Matter. Oh, I can't speak. Dope Lives Matter. Back when they were talking about Black Lives Matter, we put Dope Lives Matter on there.
Dope Lives Matter.
What's going on, best friend?
D
said I'm still trying to get in. D, you gotta go through the app, man. You know how to do it. She said, "What hoodie?" I'm still waiting on my shirt, Greg. Ooh, they calling me out. Bella, you're good. I got you. It's the new shirts now. Okay, not the Dope Lives Matter. That's one of a kind. We don't use that right now. Even though Dope Lives Matter,
it's gotta be exclusive for Dope Living TV.
Yeah. Got the Dope Living TV. Man, look, Bella, you tell me which one you want. I got you, friend. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up here. All right, we got this one. It puts out the Chicago skyline, and it's whatever city you're from, major city. But we got that one. We got this one right here. I like this one. I love it. Then we got the standard, the Dope Living TV hoodie, but there's also a Dope Living hoodie as well. So we got them in all these colors, man. Come through, hang out. We got it, as well as the property of. Come on, man.
Get hooked up like a tow truck.
Come on, man. Property of. Let's get it. Get it, girl. Tell me which one you want. She said, I need a Dominican flag or Nigerian.
Ooh.
I could probably make that happen. It depends on the printer. If the printer can get it done, I could have a Dominican flag on it, but it's gonna say Dope Living. Maybe I should say that in Spanish. Dope Living. That's how you say it all the way around the world. Dope Living. Dopelivion. Get it French. Dopelivion. Dopelivion. Make it French. Dee Starks, man, look. Go to the link that I sent you and follow those instructions, man. But do it from a different place. All right? Because if you're trying to do it on the wherever you're trying to do it, evidently it's not letting you in. But then again, I gave you the right. Let me try this again. I think I did give him the right. And see, here's Jordan. Jordan, he can. Jordan, look, hey, everybody. Again, we're going to be celebrating the 100th show of the Dee Starks Show, but we also want to find out from them, talk to them a minute. Jordan Reeves is one of the castmates from the Dee Starks Show, and he's right here. What's up, Jordan?
Yo.
What's going on, man? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hold on, I can't hear y'all. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
We got all of this technology, and they can't hear us. All of this technology all up in the atmosphere,
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm on.
Okay. I was
What's
just
up,
saying,
man?
Jordan, we got all this technology in the atmosphere. And D can't come on. D says, Jordan, send him the link.
Send him he sent me the link. All right.
Exactly. Come on. D, come on, man. How did Jordan get on and you didn't? And y'all been on the show before.
Hold on a second. Let me find D's phone number. That's funny.
That's real. See, and this is why we love the Dee Starks Show, because they just as Looney Tunes as we are, number one, okay? But they roll when the mistakes come up, they roll too, okay? They just roll. And again, the Dee Starks Show is a show where they talk about topics just as we do, except they take it to a different level. They take it to a different level. They make they're interactive, of course, with the audience, but again, they Jordan, they don't let me say some of the stuff I want to say. That's why I come to, every now and then I come to y'all show and I just let loose, boy. I get they want me to.
You know what? Sometimes I tell a lot of people being bigger ain't always better. Because when you go big, when you got so much notoriety, and this is why I never want to be a celebrity. When you got so much stuff, people sponsoring you, you got people counting on you, people expecting you to be PC, you can't say certain things like maybe a smaller show or independent network can say, like, there's nobody funding us, there's nobody backing us, there's nobody saying, okay, well, if you do this, we're gonna do that. It is what it is. So being bigger sometimes it has its pros and cons, man. I definitely tell you that.
But just like anything, I mean, it seems like the bigger you get, like you said, the more watered down shows start getting.
Well, look, I'm gonna say this, man. I've been doing television for a while, okay, and I back in the day I was big, and hey, Jordan, it was better. I ain't gonna hey, look, if they put a 10G check in your hand, I'm gonna be like, hey, man, look, what don't you want me to say? All right?
I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's understandable. But then it also limits some of the freedom of speech that you have on certain topics, which again, I get that. If it's money over, not being able to feed my family and not being able to live the lifestyle I want to live, hey, I might take the check and shut up too. You ain't got to tell me how I go. I get it. But, with our show being kind of smaller, we don't really have as much notoriety or publicity or anyone backing us like I'm sure, the caliber of your show is. So if it's repercussion, you won't fucking cancel me. We'll make another show tomorrow.
See, we won't be back tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow morning with.
Exactly. We back with the bullshit tomorrow. Ain't nothing changed but the weather.
And the name, maybe.
D said, I don't have a YouTube account, so I can't sign in. Jordan, can you send me the information you sign in with?
I sent. Hold on a second.
Do you have a Facebook account?
I sent D the information.
You got a Facebook account?
Hold on. Let me call D, man. I'm gonna call him.
Go ahead, man. We're gonna talk a little bit. We'll talk a little bit here. Go ahead.
All right.
We're gonna talk amongst ourselves, but he's absolutely right, Mo.
Yeah.
The bigger you get, I know the restrictions that I had, but and I'm quite sure, even being a promoter like you had restrictions as well. But
yeah, I mean, the biggest thing about being a promoter and associating yourself with different, sponsors is, first of all, you got to have that conversation before you start hooking yourself up to different sponsors. You done had some serious conversations with sponsors. Like, look, this is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. I don't care what you want. This is my show. It's gonna run.
Exactly.
Exactly. And that's the conversation that needs to happen if you got sponsors gonna show up. I mean, and then you have some folks. If the check is big enough, fuck all that. You know what I mean?
One thing with me though, man, I'm loyal to no end. All right. So you guys remember when I had the core thing, all right? But the thing is, when I had the core, it was me, but I needed my people. You know what I'm saying? My people gotta eat too. So, you know, Core acted kind of funny. So it's like it's all good because at the end of the day, they lost a huge audience in us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and we kept moving. It didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt my pockets at all. So,
well, you know, I remember some of the groups that went the sponsorship way back in the mid, 2000s. Instead of trying to get a deal or going indie, they actually got sponsorships. And the biggest thing about them is they had alcohol. You know, there's a lot of alcohol companies coming at them, which was cool. I mean, if that's your cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? One of them had a really expensive tequila come to them, but some of the content didn't go with the way the sponsors wanted to go. So they tried to pull them back, you know. And when they tried to pull them back, that's when the conflict hit.
And it's a fine line, but that's why we love the Dee Starks Show, because the things that we can't say, they say it.
Yeah.
And they say it, but they say it intentionally and it means something when they say it, because they're talking in the conversation like, you know, like I said, we have to suppress some things here, but when they talk, they're talking on a level where everybody can understand it, everybody can contribute, everybody can you know, just have a good time in the conversation. And that's why we love the Dee Starks Show. That's why we gravitated to the Dee Starks Show. We have been we've done a relationship roundtable live with these guys, man. Okay, and it was awesome. It was something for the books. We were all at Brown Skin. That's not the original picture. Somebody put some stitching on it. Okay, let me go to the right one. We all met up at Brown Skin Coffee, Tea, and Wine, and we did a relationship roundtable where we sat down with a packed house, and we talked about relationships. It got a little tense a couple of times, all right, but
no, it got heated. It got heated.
But the professionalism that the Dee Starks Show has, as well as it kind of calmed it down, all right. But the thing is, that's what happens, you know. Again, and that's why we associate and try to support as much as we can the Dee Starks Show, because they got it, you know. They know their assignment. They know what they're doing, and I just need to know though, man. Back in the day, is Dee coming on or no, Jordan?
Yeah, I got Dee. I got him set up, but you know, I guess him and technology don't really mesh right now. I don't know what's going on.
Shout out to the beautiful Amber Penn. What's going on, Amber? Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, you know, one of the things that we were talking about, and it kind of brings us a little full circle here. Once you start getting money to do something, it becomes a job.
Yeah.
And once it becomes a job, you have an obligation to your employer. And at that point, it's like, well, there's some things that, you know, in my job I may not like, but guess what?
Gotta do it.
And, you know, I think one of the reasons that the relationship roundtable was so successful when we had it, I think that was back in 23? Yes, it was in 23 or 24. When we had it, that we could have an open dialogue without me or you or anyone else from our teams having to dumb it down. Right. Because the moment that you start having to dumb it down at that point, it kind of becomes disingenuous to the people. And that's one of the things that I don't like that. You know, if we're going to have an honest conversation about how to bring our people back together, let's have an honest conversation.
All right.
But, you know, if we don't want to do that, if you don't want to support that, then okay, then let me lie to you real quick.
Right?
No, change the station.
That's fact. That's fact, man.
Change the station, man. Dee, we was talking about, you know, just basically how, you know, sometimes being a smaller platform allows us to kind of blur the lines a little bit from what's PC. And for those of you who don't know what PC is, politically correct versus, you know, having your own opinion about some things. And I think we do a very good job about being.
Most definitely. I agree with you 100% though, Jordan, what you said. I was listening in when I was trying to get in. Hey, you try to cancel us? We just start with a new name next week. Next day, we back again.
It is what it is.
Man, everybody, welcome Dee Starks. He's the creator of the show, Dee Starks Show. All right. Now we got the principals here, so we can get this conversation really rolling. Okay, Dee, welcome again, man. We appreciate you. I don't have to say welcome, man, because you know all you got to do is knock on the door and y'all come in. You know, it's all good.
You family.
And Mo, just so you know, I might be. I might be saying a couple of things that I shouldn't say today. Okay, so
Gina ain't on here,
but that's
you gotta worry about.
That's okay. I'm gonna pay the fine.
Marsha ain't on here. Gina ain't on here.
Yeah, well, you know, Bobby, what's going on, Bobby? She's such a talented person, man. Thank you for always tuning in. So, Dee, Jordan again, man. Formally welcome you guys to the show, man. You guys have been here before, so this ain't nothing new to you. Well, I mean, Dee, you acting like it was new because you couldn't get in, man. You trying to be out.
Hey, it was trying to put me into the Dee Starks Show. I was like, this ain't the show I want to go into, man. I'm like,
yeah, my guy Terrence Millard, what's going on, brother? What's going on with you, man? Yeah. So, again, everybody, the Dee Starks Show is a talk show, but it's more of a conversation show, and it's real. I call it real raw. All right. I put the double R's on it. It's real and raw. They don't sugarcoat. And this is why we like them, because I sit up here every day. I have to, when Mo is talking, when Chris is talking, when Gina's talking, when it's my turn to talk, by the time it gets to me, I've already processed several ways to say what I want to say. Okay, so it come out right, as opposed to the way that because when I come and I visit the Dee Starks Show, man, I kick back. I say I say whatever the hell I want to say. And we get it cracking, all right, man. What made you want to start this show, man? The Dee Starks Show.
Man, it started when I was young, man. I had a bus driver, man. Before they started putting radios in bus, this dude had a radio in the bus, man. And I listened to Tom Jordan morning show every morning going to school. You know, it took us about an hour to get to school at all the stops and everything, man. So I got a good listen to the show, man, and I was like, man. It's like they having fun every day, man. No joking. You got J. Anthony Brown, you had Tom Joyner, man. And then it was just fascinating, man. Then I started listening to Doug Banks, you know. Rest in peace, Doug Banks. But you know what I'm saying? But I was into how this worked, how radio worked, man. I was like, man. So my guidance counselor asked me one day, what you want to do in life? I said, I want to go on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I want to do. And she was like, well, you know, that dream of being on the radio or TV, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you won't make it. You may be always behind the scene or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I took it. I went to school, learned some stuff. Once again, I had to find a job, you know what I'm saying? So COVID 2019 came. Calvin, one of the other hosts we have on the show, man, I was telling him about it. I was like, man, I want to start a podcast or something. Everybody's doing it, man. We tried it. First 2 episodes, hey, we called Jordan. Added Jordan on it, man, and it just went from there, man. You know what I'm saying? It got better and better. We got to a point, man, one time they was like, hey, look, ain't nobody listening to us, man. So we stopped, you know, for a minute. And people shooting, hey, look, why y'all not playing those shows anymore? You know what I'm saying? So we started again, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, I gotta give a shout out to Jordan, man. Jordan has been a big part of the show. He's actually the Dee Starks Show manager, you know what I'm saying? He running the show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my name on it, but man, when it comes down to this new technology and everything, Jordan running the show. He, you know, we had an issue, you know what I'm saying? Be all family, you know what I'm saying? And people got to a point, they was like, hey, look, they want to call me about stuff. I'm like, nah, I still got to go back to Jordan. He's my manager too, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's like he's the show man, he's everybody's manager, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Jordan, man. Our show has went a long ways, man. Like I say, late 2019, we started this show and kept going. It got better and better. We met Greg, you know what I'm saying? Now our audience can see us, you know what I'm saying? So, but we got a lot of shows out there. We did the 100 show on DopelivenTV. And also we almost at 250. So y'all trying to go to 1,000. When we get to 5, we having a party too, Jordan. Hey,
now, see, I thought y'all was at 100. I put out there they get ready to celebrate their 100 show. So we celebrate we celebrate the damn 100 show right today. That's what we doing.
Hey, but we don't went through some you know, cast members, man. They doing better, big and better things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we kept it going. We didn't let that stop.
D, hold on, D, because that Jordan just mentioned PC. Okay, politically correct. Okay, let's keep it 100. Y'all, the cast members that y'all that's not on your show now, they ain't going to no bigger and better things. All right, they just gone. Period. They ain't going to nothing bigger and better. They wait. They kicking. They're kicking themselves, saying, "Damn, I wish I could on."
Hey,
come
on.
We
always say, me and Jordan talk all the time. We always say, when we walk across that stage and get our awards, they can be like, "Damn, I used to be a part of that show."
Thank you.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, because we done had a few too. We done had a few. Hold up. Ready? Let's do it 2 times, Greg.
Let's go. Let's do it 2 times. Hey, Maurice, it's a little hot in here. It's a little hot.
Man. Congratulations to y'all too, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, man, most definitely.
Appreciate that, man. But it's not trying to knock. I'm not trying to knock anybody, man. But it's the thing is that a lot of people, and I'm quite sure you guys know this, they don't believe in the dream, okay? And when they get on, they're all gung ho about it, and then they see themselves being the Jordan of the group. You know what I'm saying? They want to take over, and when you don't let them take over and you stand your ground, then they be like, okay, well, nah, I can't do this, all right? And now they sitting back watching y'all, being like that guy, being like Bobby Brown was when he left New Edition right off the bat, right?
And what it is too, Greg, and I don't really be as deep as I used to be, but a lot of folks think that disagreements are personal.
Right.
When it comes to these talk shows, when it comes to these radio shows, when it comes to conversation, and just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't mean that it's personal. And sometimes a lot of the things that we say, in my opinion, I believe will rub the ladies the wrong way, because sometimes the shoe fits.
Yeah.
And the reality is, if it does fit, okay, well, that's one thing, but it's not personal. Just like if somebody said, I didn't like tall people. Well, hell, I'm a tall person. The shoe fits. I'm not gonna get upset because you don't like tall people.
Well, we had a whole bunch of ladies jump on me because what's the guy's name? Kevin Stevens.
Kevin
Samuels.
Oh yeah, that
yeah. Go ahead. That guy. They jumped on me because he had said something, and I didn't disagree with what he said. He might have said it kind of spiky, but I told him, I said, it's just like your big brother saying, hey, you mess with this Negro, you think you this Negro gonna use you up, he gonna do this, he gonna do, you just tell him the truth.
Come on.
And it was just like an uncle and a brother telling they daughters and sisters, hey.
Man, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to the Godfather. That man used to spit some heat, bro. And the real reason that we are where we are in society, because when you start spitting heat like that, you start catching all kind of hell for spitting heat like that.
Yeah,
man,
you do.
When it was a time where our grandfathers and great grandfathers grew up, a lot of the BS that we have to deal with in society, and not even just as far as the women, as far as the disrespectfulness of the young men and the young women, they didn't put up with that.
Nope.
It was a completely different type of environment, and now we're in a situation where everything got to be nice. Everything has to be nice. Nothing can be direct or is mean. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and that's what we are.
See, being too PC, it comes out, false. You know what I'm saying? And it has a way. It has a way of making its own self untrue. You know what I mean?
That's what I love about the Dee Starks Show. They're not apologizing. All right, they say what they want to say. And Jordan, to your point about if the shoe fits, wear it. All right, look, a bunch of people, and I'm telling this, and the views expressed on Dope Living TV, blah blah blah. Okay, if the shoe fits, stick your big ass foot in that shoe. Stick your big ass foot in that shoe and wear it. If it's tight, so what?
Come on,
put your foot in that shoe and wear it, because
like
you're missing out on the bigger
picture.
Dogs. You're missing out on the bigger picture.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know, man. Jordan had a disagreement, man, and he had to break it down to me, and I understood his point of view after we talked about it. We was talking about a stepfather having control.
Oh, Yeah, that was a good show, man.
Man, that show there, man. And the girls, you know, me and the girls were like on the same page there, but after Jordan broke it down, I totally understood what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I'm like, ain't no man gonna tell me what I can do for my kids. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan was 100% right. He broke it down and said, hey, look, when a man is over a household, he got responsibility for a household, and your kids live in that household, hey, he got to say so. If he say their kids can't go that weekend, they can't go that weekend.
Well,
it's it's how you saying it. But at the end of the day, that man run that household and them kids stayed up. So
me and my
took
wife,
me a minute.
30 years ago,
took you a minute.
Conversation. Both of us had children from first marriages. So we had the same conversation before we got into a relationship with each other. How we was going to discipline, and if one said that's the way it went, that's the way it went. And if we need to have a conversation afterwards, it wasn't in front of them.
Right.
It was in our room. You know what I'm saying? Between me and her.
So Jordan, let me ask you this. What made you want to come, you know, because there's like Dee said, there's a lot of podcasts out there, and we stand by Dope Living TV Live. What made you want to go to the Dee Starks Show?
Well, you know what? Me and Dee have been partners for a long time. It goes back to my time in Tallahassee, Florida. I went to FAMU as a graduate. And yeah, Dee do have a very cool background, man. I wish I had it on, but I didn't log into the YouTube account because I knew you was gonna log in. I didn't know we could be on the same account. But so Dee had hit me up one day. Well, matter of fact, let me go back. So me and Dee used to work at JCPenney together. It was my job in college that I had to use to supplement my other income, you know, just to make sure people knew I had a legit job.
Yeah. See? Go ahead.
So you know, he called me up one day. He said, hey, Jordan, you know, I want to start a podcast. And I had told Dee, I said, yeah, you know, I've been wanting to start a podcast too. But, you know, sometimes I'm lazy. And sometimes my laziness gets the best of me. And I don't always act, you know, how I should. So Dee said, well, Jordan, man, come on, I'm going to start the podcast. I want you to come on with me. So, you know, we did that. A couple of shows later, I took it. We started innovating. We started changing up a couple of things. And one of the reasons that I stuck with it was because I had freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say, whether people like it or not. I'm going to say what I wanted to say. And that was kind of what captivated a lot of our early audience. A lot of people don't know we have original shows without video content on iHeartRadio. If you go back and listen to some of them iHeart shows, we was even more raw than we is now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No face, no case. Nobody could touch us on iHeart. So, we said a lot of things. And when it comes to, like I said, the whole standard that we have as a society, we need to start teaching the young men how to be young men, and we need to start teaching the ladies how to be ladies. And the only way we get back to that is by telling them what the reality is. Yeah, it's unfiltered. That's what we do, because I can't sit up here and sugarcoat something for you that I know is not going to work for you.
Right.
I can't sit up here and say that these things are okay. It's okay for you not to have no good job, and for you to sag your pants, and for you to show your ass and dance half naked outside and have multiple baby daddies and not take care of your kid. I can't sit up here and say these things to you because they're not true. It's disingenuous. Right. And that's the reason that I told Dee, I said, well, if we're going to do this show, then we're going to do this show with some honesty, with some truth to it for the people, because it's already a bunch of other shows that's gotta, you know, swear around this, and we can't touch that, and we can't talk about these things. No, let's go there. Right. Because reality, regular everyday people live these experiences. Regular everyday people are not celebrities. They don't have $1 million sitting in the bank to go solve some of their problems. You know, they don't have a therapist to go to solve their problems. They don't have people to fall back on to solve their problems. So it's like, yo, you got to figure this shit out yourself.
And that's the being intentional, you know what I'm saying, and staying true to what you guys have done. And, you know, I can say that real 100% people know another 100% person just from the first time that they have a conversation. Okay. First time I talked to you, Jordan, was at my place, Brown Skin Coffee, Tea and Wine. Okay. Didn't know each other, but you sat down and you ate, and we struck up a conversation. And I'm like, damn, this brother deep. Plus, he got my son's first name too. So it was even more. But I'm like, this brother's deep. He wasn't joking. He wasn't, none of the laughter. Wasn't no joke. We had a real conversation. And I was like, that's cool. And he told me about what they do. And I was like, you know what? I want to support. I want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming. Let me come to the show. He came. Then I spoke with Dee. And same thing. It's just like, genuine people when you run across them. Some bullshitters when you run across them too, okay? Because your feet start sliding in the bullshit that they leave. All right? For real. All right? Mo, I'm sorry. Anyway, you gotta be able to to especially in this podcast world. Okay. Now I did the music video show for 12 years, and this is completely different. Karen Turing, this lady here, man, I got to put this up here. She's in charge of the Gary International Black Film Festival. Okay. When I say International Black Film Festival, she takes care of that. Okay. She brings culture to the city of Gary that we're from. She says, when you say what it means to be a woman or a man, does that mean basically being an accountable person?
Yeah.
Well, to a certain extent. I mean, in my personal opinion, and I think what's worked for society for a long time, we've had gender roles. And I know that a lot of people say that we don't, and they don't believe in these things and blah, blah, blah. But there's a reason that we have men doing certain jobs and we have women doing certain jobs. And a lot of people like to argue with me about it. And a lot of people say, well, Jordan, no, you dead wrong, this, that, and the third. And to those people who want to argue me about it, well, would you let your kids go to a daycare ran by all men? You know what I'm saying? Probably not. You want some women in there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's my point. And then if you want to argue me about it again, would you let the army be all women? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Let's cut the shit. It's certain stuff
let's really cut to it. Would you let your daughter walk into a shared bathroom?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Thank you.
Damn, that's nasty.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the truth.
So a lot of the things that we do now as a society and we make acceptable, this was never a point to where it should have been acceptable.
I mean, the thing about it is, you don't let your kids do that at home. Why would you let them do it in public?
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got your own personal stuff at the crib. Why would you let, a stranger walk into the bathroom at your house, with your daughter? You wouldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you just wouldn't.
Karen, I hope you answered your question. And Karen, I can't wait to see you guys at the Gary International Black Film Festival. I can't wait. You might want to have me speak in there this time, okay? I got things to say. I ain't no film out, but, I'm working on one. I could do a 5-minute film real quick. Can I submit it? So, hey, look, Dee Jordan, we're speaking with, by the way, everybody, Dee Starks and Jordan Reeves from the Dee Starks Show. They it's a podcast that they do, and is it only on Thursdays?
We on Thursday right now.
Okay, so when you get to the halfway point of Dope Living TV Live, and we've done what we've done. I hate to say this, Rachel, we don't mean for everybody to turn away all the time because you got great information. But hey, let's share some of the audience with the Dee Starks Show. Y'all need to check them out, okay? So when you guys are thinking of these topics, because you guys have some. Whoo, boy, y'all have some topics. All right. Oh, Lord have mercy. I gotta sometimes bring my Bible with me when I sit and watch y'all, okay? Because I'm like, Lord, it ain't me. It ain't me, Lord. It ain't me. It's them. I'm just supporting. But how do you guys pick your topics?
Well, we have people write in too sometimes, the grade. They write in and we got a part of our show what we call a listener letter.
Okay. So
we read listener letters, and then some stuff we out on our jobs and we hear people want to talk about. So we bring it out. Hey, we bring it out on our show and talk about it. But the listener letters been wild, you know what I'm saying? Jordan to tell you about some of them. Man, we had some wild listener letters, man. It's like, man. But we give honest opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we just give an honest opinion. Go ahead, Joe.
We meet. We haven't met as much as we used to, but we meet every Monday, plan the show out, and we come together as a collective. So we have a chat, and social media runs rampant 24/7. I mean, there's nothing you can't find on social media. I'm telling you right now, there's nothing you can't find. So, you know, as we all are doom scrolling is what we call it, because you scroll all day, we send each other things in the chat, and, you know, we react differently. There are certain ways, you know, Dee's gonna feel, I'm gonna feel at the time, the girls who are on the show are gonna feel about certain things, and we cover those topics like that. Case in point, the Meg Thee Stallion Tory Lanez thing. You know, you got a lot of fans of Meg Thee Stallion who still think that Tory Lanez should be locked up. And, you know, that's very controversial. So that's something we're going to cover, because the controversy typically gets the people going. What Kanye West said, it gets the people going. And that's what we don't shy away from, you know, small town topics, because remember when the mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Hinyard, she's under investigation. We cover her. So we do make sure that we cover the good and the bad, you know, across the board as much as we can. But the topics typically come from brainstorming together as a team. And like Dee said, the listener letters that we get, because some people write in with some wild shit, man. I remember a lady wrote in, she had a baby by her side dude. The side dude wants her to leave her husband with the baby. The husband don't know it's his baby, and she don't know what to do. And hell, it wasn't too much advice I could give her, because come clean. You know what I'm saying? Just come clean at this point. So yeah, we let the listeners do some of the work too.
That's what's up, man. Our next show, see, that makes us look bad, Mo. Our next show is about, when do you plant your flowers? Before summer or after? I don't, you know, we just think we don't have, we can't get in like that. But no, I'm joking. That's called real raw to me. Okay, every time I sit back and I watch the Dee Starks Show, I'm amazed. Sometimes I want to try, because some of the questions I'll be like, man, I gotta come in. But then I say, well, no, I better sit back and just watch. All right. But so tell us about your cast members, man. How did you pick this group of people that you're with, and who are they actually?
But some people came on a guest piece, and like Nick is a part of the Dee Starks Show now. Nick came as a guest, and
is that the country dude?
Yeah, Nick really brought a different vibe to the show. You know what I'm saying? And Nick said some wild stuff from time, man. It's like, really, Nick? You know what I'm saying? So we covered a couple of weeks ago. It was a killing here in Cincinnati. Involved a police officer and an 18-year-old boy, and then vice versa, a father and a deputy sheriff. Thanks, man. But you know what I'm saying, and Nick was like, you know, he was more like, hey, look, man, you have your day in court, you know, because the guy had ran over a deputy sheriff that didn't have anything to do with his son being killed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, as an officer of the law, if I'm an officer, my main rule when I leave my house is to come back to my house. And you know what I'm saying? So me and Nick kind of disagreed on that. He was like, oh, you didn't have to shoot him, you didn't have to do this. My thing is, as an officer, if I was an officer and I saw a gun, I'm going there, because my mind said, hey, look, I'm going back home to my family. And, you know, we kept going back and forth with that, man, you know, and then sometimes Nick bring that wild piece out like, hey, where we all should support the African-American people, whether they're right or wrong. And I'm not with that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But that make it interesting.
I'm with you on that one, bro. I'm with you when you're right.
Because a lot of people think that way, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, okay, he was black and a cop shot a black child. You got to see what that child did. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, a life is a life. And, you know, and that on that show there also, I was telling them, hey, look, if the father would have killed the officer that shot his child, it would have been totally different to me. You know what I'm saying? He still would have been wrong, but you went out there and killed somebody that didn't even have nothing to do with it.
Hey, hold on, D. Hold on, D. Yep. Hey, Danny Marie. Danny Marie is a social media guru, okay? But you got to change that P to a T, all right? It's the Dee Starks Show, not the Dee Sparks Show. If it's a Dee Sparks Show on there, it ain't this one, all right? So, Danny Marie.
Move my head a little bit before you see that T. I'm sorry.
It's with a T. It's with a T. Come on, Danny. And she teaches people how to do social media, period. She is amazing, y'all. Y'all might want to have her on your show. Well, I don't know if y'all want to have her on your show.
You're welcome. Any free in the Gregs is the free in ours. You know what I'm saying? Come on through.
For sure. She said she got it.
So go ahead, bro. I want So I'm with
Go
you
ahead.
with that. I'm with you with that, D. I'm 110 with you on that one because brothers was trying to front me off for a minute, because I had a tendency of hiding brothers that had brains, back in the day, and well, how come you won't do what I said? Look, I told you how to get the training. I told you what to do. You did. This brother did it. You did. Sorry. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
So real
But,
quick, man, because we at the 7:45 mark. D, what happened? How come the show goes so fast? God damn.
Hey, but
Anyway.
one thing though, Greg, I almost had to move over to Dope Living, man. When the election came up, man, my team over here, man, was trying to beat me up, man. When it came down to T, man, I was like,
what did you vote for Trump?
Oh no, hey, I'm against. Well, you can say
that,
man.
Did you see the pit bull ears go up on us?
What? Anytime, hey man, anytime anybody does the Ralph Cramden, I let them off. Okay, the humming. I let them off. Let them go. You ain't gotta say it. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
We have had so many guests on here. We've had a guy that just came on. He was drunk as hell. We've had a guy. We've had a lady in a closet that said she was a sex guru. She was a sex guru. She had her whole setup in a closet. Okay, but she was a sex guru. She looked more like. Well, I ain't gonna say what she looked like. She did look like a gecko though. She looked like a gecko. But we've had a
witch doctor,
sex doula. We've had a witch doctor on. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff that we've had on here. Go ahead, Mo.
No, he mentioned in there because it was a trip because that's some stuff I've never experienced. Witch doctor, sex doula. I never experienced that stuff. And the thing they were talking about, it was like, well, this is like especially the witch doctor stuff. And they started chanting and stuff. We all did like this.
And we sitting up here like,
hold up.
Yeah. But my thing is,
or something,
we try to support. Okay, but some people we can't support. Have you guys ever came up to somebody that you had on as a guest and said, well, you know what? Because see, I check them and I get y'all know I'm real calm, but I get a little angry with some people because number one, you diminish, you're blemishing the brand when you come on here, and the assignment that we got here. All right, we're here to make sure that people tell their story from rags to riches, from depression to a healthy mind. We want to tell the story, and we think that the benefit is that when you tell your story, those that are out there that are going through the same thing that you're going through but are afraid to say it can get some relaxation, some knowledge about, it is okay for me to speak about it. All right. And I think you guys do that well. You guys, you tackle the conversation. I mean, you don't hold anything. There's no holds barred with you guys. All right. And I love that about you guys. What's next for you guys? I mean, I know you guys got a lot of stuff that's going on, and I'm still getting together the tour for the Relationship Roundtable. Don't get it twisted. I just I got sick. I had the accident and all that stuff, but I'm good. All right. But what's next for the Dee Starks Show?
I'll go first, Jordan. But I know we do some. We are planning where we do live shows. But I think we're gonna take this thing to the next level, though. You know what I'm saying? I really do feel that the cast that we have is very strong. You know what I'm saying? And we communicate. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, we don't always agree on every topic we talk about, but we make it more interesting to people that's listening. Because there's a lot of people out there listening to the show don't agree, but we break it down. And hey, look, this is why I think this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we don't disrespect nobody when they got a different opinion. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we go off the air, we talk about it even longer. Like we had a whole other show. You know what I'm saying? After we off the air, but at the same time, while we're on the air and we're talking to people that are listening to the show, we're not being disrespectful to one another. It's all about opinion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have a different opinion. But I see this show going bigger than what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Because 2019, we were just doing audio. And now look where we are now. You can see our face. We traveling. We got T-shirts. We got, name badges, bags, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's growing. You know what I'm saying? And like on any show, you got to have good manager. Everybody can't be in charge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and that's like you were talking earlier with the people that left. You know what I'm saying? They didn't realize, hey, look, because the show said Dee Starks really ain't in charge. That man to the right of me is in charge. You know what I'm saying? He's my manager too. If he said,
Jordan
hey, look,
don't play.
We do it back.
Jordan does not. He don't play.
He kept us in line. You know what I'm saying? So, and people don't know. I'm saying, but you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because we have this behind the scene. This how we act. But when we go live, boom, all the attitudes and everything is gone.
Yeah.
Hey, we here for the people.
I be catching them. I tell them, I say, y'all got to stop saying the N-word on air, man. I catch them every time. You know what I'm saying? That argument get a little heated out and they drop that N-word. I say, come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all.
We got the Y-ends, the O-ends, the W-Y-ends.
We have to say it in the vein of King. We have to say it in the vein of King. You know, that's a way to say it.
Yeah. It's
Nagas.
It's getting to a point where it's like, well, if we gonna keep saying it, then folks gonna keep using it. Then you can't get mad if folks use it around you, and then you know exactly. But the next thing for the show, man, we're boosting our social media presence. So I've been working on some things to get more reels, shorts, videos towards YouTube, so that we can push this brand and push the promotion how we need to. One of the things that I would really like to see in the future is for us to have a permanent female host. And if you're interested, that is something that we're looking for. But, you know, I think the problem comes in where nowadays, again, when I open this conversation or towards the beginning, I said people think that disagreements means that it's something personal, like it's some kind of personal attack. But that's not the case. So, you know, a lot of the females, the last females that we had on the show, in my opinion, it was the fact that we would say some things, they would disagree, we would debate about it. That debate would subsequently be taken as a personal attack. And that's not what we do here. You know, again, if the shoe fits, slip it on. Wear it if you got to. It don't matter to me.
Stick that foot in a man and make it. If it leave a mark, then so what?
Come on, man. And that's the thing. A lot of people want to be right, but unfortunately, everybody can't be right. That's just how it is. I remember, Greg, I don't know if you was on or not. I can't remember, but if you was, you enjoyed the show 100%. We had that show about BMI. Man, I caught so much heat from that. I caught so much hair from the show on BMI, man. It wasn't funny, bro. I'm telling you, I caught heat from that 3 episodes later.
Damn.
I mean, it's the perception of what people say. What they think that we as journalists, I call us all journalists. We as journalists, we as personalities, that they assume that we're one way, and they don't know us until they get a chance to talk to us. All right, and I ran into it. I ran into it so much when I was doing a music video show because I'm city to city, state to state, and talking to all of these celebrities, and I look at it like it was a blessing to be able to do what I love to do, you know. And now I'm doing the same thing here, and I get to meet again exceptional people, phenomenal people like these guys. Okay, these guys know, and if they don't know, I'm saying it now, that anything that they need from us, we're gonna do it. If we got it, it's y'all's. We don't have to be politically correct. Again, to Jordan's point, well, we do, but we don't. Everybody doesn't have to be politically correct. I push the envelope. Mo, now the guy to my right, Mo calms everybody down. Mo has look. Me and Gina been into it before. We've been into it hard before. Me and Marcella been into it. Okay. And Marcella and Gina been into it to a point where Marcella just exited the show. All right.
Yeah.
It's.
I was trying to break up 2 pit bulls, man. I was like, what the hell?
I told him, Jordan, I said, y'all can have the show, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that dude that want to argue. Okay? I'm not that dude that want to text forever, you know, back and forth. Because I'm not no social media gangster. Okay, you want to see me? Let's you know, come on, come see me. We can talk face to face. All right. I don't want to, man. Look, I'm old. Fuck it, I'm old. All right.
Me and Greg,
I ain't got time. I don't have time for the back and forth. We could text one time, you get your rebuttal, I say something, you say it, I'm done after that. I can't do it no more, all right? But again, the Dee Starks, man, tell everybody how they can reach you guys, how they can, and what times you're on and all of that.
So we on every Thursday live, 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time, 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern. You can catch us on YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Facebook Live. We're uploading some more work to Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I think we got quite a few videos, so check out the YouTube channel. Our Facebook channel also has all of our live videos. Check that out too, man. We do a lot of interaction with our guests on our show. So when the guests put in comments, we read the comments, we react to the comments, things like that. And now I think StreamYard has this feature where well, you can reach us, Steven, if you want to send us a DM on Facebook. I see you got the Facebook logo, Dee Starks Show at Facebook, and we'll respond to your DM if you need anything, if you're interested in being a guest on the show. So you can also go check out our old shows on iHeart. We on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker. I think that's how you say it. Yeah,
it's Spreaker by iHeart. Yeah, iHeart gave us our own.
You can find us in all those locations, man. And I would tell you, if you haven't listened to our audio shows, go listen to the audio shows, man. It's a night and day difference a little bit from the audio shows to the video shows now. And even when we had the ladies on the audio shows, it is a bit of a difference. I think that when people put a camera in front of you, it tends to kind of tone you down a little bit. But when it's just a mic, you talk all the noise you want, man. So
I'm gonna tell you, man.
And on some of the shows, we got the Dee Starks After Dark. The Dee Starks After Dark shows. Them the real raw shows, doesn't it?
Even more raw than
Hey.
We wanted to do some time ago, but I think around the 200 show or something like that, Mo. We had talked about doing Dope Living After Dark because I couldn't contain myself. It's like, Greg, save it for later. And I'm like, well, I can't. I gotta say it. But we opted not to do that, okay? So I'm glad you guys are doing that, all right? I feel responsible for getting you guys off of the radio show. I feel, and I say it in a bad way, okay? Because if you guys were real raw like that, I didn't want to bring nothing new to the table. I just said, hey man, with the conversation I had with Jordan, conversation I had with Dee, people need to see the faces with these voices, and these guys took it and they ran with it and they doing their thing, man. It's the Dee Starks Show every Thursday, 7:30. Like I said, nothing personal, Rachel. People still gonna check you out, okay, and they can check us out on reruns, but you need to see this show. You have to see the show simply because of the fact that if you're missing, you'll work all day long, and you're missing current events and stuff that's going on out there, they're going to talk about it. But they're not going to just talk about it and sugarcoat it. They're going to get into the bowels of it, all right? And I say that, with all the love in my heart. They're going to get to it. So any last words for that you guys want to tell everybody? Take your time. We go over sometimes, so take your time.
Yeah, man, but if you missed the show at live show, you can always go back and look at it. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, man, sometimes I go back and listen to some of our shows. I'm like, wow, we did that. You know what I'm saying, man? But so, man, you know what I'm saying? If you can't catch us live, because there's a lot of people out there on, man. I'm trying to watch y'all the first 30 minutes before we even get onto our show. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but so it's a lot of people come on Thursday nights. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you don't watch us on live on Thursday, go back and watch it the next day. Hey, a view like Greg said, a view is a view. Hey, do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a way that you don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? We raw. You know what I'm saying? Always. We gonna keep it real over here.
And informative. That's the other thing. It's very informative. So they tell the jokes. They curse a lot. Okay, but the message is being given. And if you're not listening, if you miss it, shame on y'all. Go ahead, Jordan.
Man, I was just gonna say, like I said earlier, I really want us to get more internet traction, more media attention. I definitely want us to gain another female host. I think it'll be very beneficial. You know, I know you guys got Gina, and I think it adds to the conversation when you have a female with some common sense as part of your show, number one. Number two, one of the things. Yeah, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. But we'll talk about it later. But another one of the things that I really want us to do, I know we do a lot of listener letters, and it's very hard because you never know what people are going to get on and say. But I would like to have live guests come on and tell a story versus reading a listener letter. But you have to be careful because you never know what some of these folks is going to say. And it's a thin line between a joke and something being wildly inappropriate, depending on who you're talking to. So we may explore that some, but right now, man, we just giving it to you like it is. We cover a wide range of topics, and I've been dropping bombs. One I got, from last week, I told the team, we was talking about the Diddy situation. I don't think Cassie was a victim, man. I don't think she was a victim at all. I think she was a co-conspirator until it got to the point where Diddy wanted to be with Carisha, and you know, we gonna leave it at that. But those are the types of conversations that we have to have, man. And I appreciate all the new listeners that we got from this show, man. I appreciate Dope Living TV for having us on, man. Excellent show, and I really hope that into the future we can take off, man, because we have nothing but the truth to give you. And I mean, if you don't like it, like D said, you might have to change the channel, man. You might have to go listen to the show.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing with that, man. They, you know, as long as they tuned it on for about 3 minutes, you got your views. Let them go. Let them go.
What buddy said, man? Let the bitch walk, man.
Hey, man, here's a lady who says, I agree with Jordan about Cassie. I put my mask really high, all right, because I cannot.
He's trying to keep the words in.
Felice, go listen to the show, man. Come on, I can't make this stuff up, bro. When you look at the evidence, it's insane. Like, okay, she was going along with it the whole time up until when? When did it stop?
Money.
Hey, man, we had our Diddy show. I ain't talking about it no more.
Yeah, we sure did.
Because I was saying all the wrong things. My bad. All right, but you know, I'm gonna say this. Damn. She called the guy to come over there and do that. Okay, can't nobody. You know, I don't care if Diddy ain't gonna make. You wanted to do this too. All right. If you don't look, y'all can change the channel if you want to. Okay. She wanted to do that too. All right. I'm just saying, should he have beat her like he did and did? No, he shouldn't have. No. But on the other side of that, if you listen to the testimony, when that happened and they paid that dude $100,000 for that tape, she was a part of that too, because she said, I got this album coming out, this video coming out. We don't want to put all of this in public. So go ahead and take this $100,000. Okay. So, I mean, if you getting beat down, let's keep it 100. Okay. What time is it? 8:03. Give me 5 more minutes. If you getting all of that done to you, if you're getting all of that done to you, why would you tell this guy to go ahead and take this money and have this tape? Come on, man.
Greg, man, I'll tell you what, the real victim in this whole trial thing on Cassie's end is her husband. Because I don't know how that man sit there and listen to some of the things that the real victim here.
You said a mouthful right there.
I'm telling you, but it couldn't be me. She'd be going to court alone.
No.
Couldn't be. I wouldn't even be watching TV. I would have to go to the gym or something. I don't even want to see a TV.
Man,
I'm deep sea diving. I'm deep sea diving every time it's coming on, and I'm a get in the submarine for the rest of the trial. It's crazy. Police says she should be ashamed.
Come on, man.
Well, you know,
I'm just
you got workers, you know, that work in Las Vegas that don't complain as much as this chick complained. And she was in freak off getting paid directly by her employer. You know what I mean? To do what she did. And so I'm just saying what it is. It was her employer.
I know.
He paid her to do exactly what
I got messages coming to me now, Mark. I got messages coming to me.
These folks Diddy just paying for the stuff that he did do. There's a lot of stuff that Diddy did. He's just paying for that.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they saying in court, he probably didn't do, but he got a lot of stuff he need to pay for.
Come on, man. He did that. He did that. It's crazy that again, like this, like Felice say, Cassie want to drag her husband through this trial. When Diddy offered her money to take the money and walk away, you know, and I'm not saying that Diddy is right in all of this. Please don't get me wrong, but the reality is, you was a co-conspirator up to a point where this didn't benefit you anymore.
But Jordan, didn't she get like $20 million to her family?
I think it was like 50 mil, Mo.
Dang.
I don't remember, but she got a quite a bit of a lump sum payment.
I'm just saying, you know, that's greedy. You know,
come on.
She came up big time, and she's still trying to come up some more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All she's doing is kind of revealing the fact that she allowed all of this, influenced a lot of this, and then say, "Hold up, wait a minute, I need a bigger check." Come on.
Yep.
Because Mo, you know me,
that's a whole other hour show right there, bro. That's a whole other hour show.
In a minute for something that I really feel about. Okay, you know, I suppressed through the week, but I will flap off. Okay, but I'm not gonna do it this time. Okay, because I want everybody, man, to drink this real tea, man. Like, this is some good shit. I make sure y'all get that real tea up in you. All right, it cleans the bowels, all of that shit. It just make you good. Anyway, man. Dee Starks, Jordan Reeves, man, thank you guys for coming to the show, hanging out with us, man. It's always a good conversation with you guys, man. The thing is, when we get to talking, I was going to say conversating, that ain't no word. When we get to talking, the clock just goes like that, real quick. All right, Mo, you didn't say anything. Go ahead, Mo.
No, I had that for a second. I was just saying, you know, this right here could be a show by itself. You know, the Diddy thing. You know, just doing some real current stuff. You know, the current.
It's a lady doing that for ABC.
Current, I like the Current show because
she a little scared though.
Huh?
It's a lady on ABC doing that, but she a little scared. She's not asking no good questions.
She ain't gonna do too much current because they're bleeper, and there's a way to get around all that other stuff.
I'm asking every question in the world, Mo. How much did that baby oil cost him? For him to have all of that, it must have been cheap, okay?
Somebody's selling it right now for $100,000 a bottle.
Come on, man. How much did it cost? You can sell it now, yeah. You probably bought it for $1.98 a bottle. That's why it had so many, okay? How come
the police officers when they found it, he's selling for $100,000 a bottle. Watch.
I'm gonna ask the question. How come he's only been in jail for a couple of months, okay? How come his hair is gray now? It wasn't gray 2 months ago. What happened?
Just for men.
Just let yourself. Come on, man. Felice says she'll be tuning into the Dee Starks Show. Y'all should make Felice a panel member. Felice got a lot to say. I'm telling you.
Boy, get ready. Get ready.
Hey, we'll do some open interviews and some vetting maybe on a couple shows, man. We definitely need another female. When it comes down to it, man, we need a female to talk to the females, because when us as the men do it, they tell us to shut the fuck up.
It's a problem. Yeah, like you don't know how you know what a woman thinking. You know
exactly. And then when the females do it, they call her pick me. So we don't know. we don't know.
We got zapped by Erykah Badu, man, and she gave us the power so we can know what women think. All right, y'all don't understand. You don't understand. All right, but anyway, man. Again, man. Anytime you guys need us, we there. You want to come on the show, even just sit down and hang with us on a relationship show or any other topic that we got, man. Y'all know the door is always open for y'all. Okay, for real. So everybody tune in to the Dee Starks Show, 7:30 on Thursdays. That's Central Time. Okay, 8:30 Eastern Time. Make sure that y'all get there, man. You gotta tune in. The next time, who was Zakeda Nicole Moss? She said, "Lord." Then hey Mo, this is gonna be one of those shows that we can't repeat. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do a repeat so everybody can know what you guys are about. Okay. I know we didn't get into a lot of stuff, Dee and Jordan. Okay, but people know who you are now, you know, not just because of this show. They already know who you are because of what you guys have done. I hope we've opened it up to a whole new audience. And we got to get this relationship roundtable back so we can get the people. We can fix their relationships, even though we probably messing them up, but we can fix it. We can fix it.
Hey, I know them to go like. Tell them go like and share the Facebook page, and they let them know. They let them know every time we come on.
Ah, okay. Now I know who's the K to Nicole Moss. That's Z Nicole, man. She's probably you talking about some real raw. This lady and her spoken word is real raw. The P word come out a lot. For real.
What you mean?
They start with a Z.
The P word come out.
What's the P word?
What you mean, pimp?
Huh?
I said, what you mean, pimp?
Okay.
You want to call it that? The other one.
But she
the receiver, not the
y'all. You matter of fact, if you go on to her page, Z Nicole, y'all can see what she does. She definitely, as Steve says, Z is a beast, dude.
Did she perform at the live show, Greg?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
Prayer and praise. Oh no, Z Nicole. I ain't no damn prayer and praise.
You see the LOLs out there.
You can say that all day long. Ain't no damn. And you know, I'm kind of mad at you, Z, because I've been through what I'm going through, and you ain't even reach out, man. That's cool though. That's all right. I got family. That's what's family on here right now, all right? Which I'm stretching out to 8:10 right now. But we do gotta go, man. All right.
Hey, Greg,
so yes,
we
sir.
I know you said you was involved in an accident, man.
Hey, we ain't talking about that right now.
Okay, all right.
We'll talk off air. We'll talk off air. But everybody, make sure you guys, look, dope living is a lifestyle. Okay, make sure that you go and get your dope living gear, man. We got it. We got it coming through. Y'all got to go on and get it. That's the TV right there, man. Okay, get it. Hey, even if you live in a different city, we'll put a different city down there in your skyline, all right? But make sure you get it. Property of, you belong to Dope Living. It's not like we're going to keep you and hold you hostage, okay? We just want you into the lifestyle, okay? So make sure that you go ahead on, get yours, all right? All right, it's the Dee Starks Show. It's Dope Living TV. We will see you guys tomorrow. Rachel will be here tomorrow with the CEO Nuggets. We're going to be talking about it on Thursday. Just talk about whatever we want to talk about. It is what it is. Mo, you ready for Thursday, right?
I'm ready.
Yeah, man. All right. This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys tomorrow, all right? Thank you, Dee Starks. Thank you, Jordan.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for the outro, man. My bad. All right, here we go. Later.